IT Math Academy. Topic for today is graphing sine function. So for graphing the sine function, the standard form of sine graph is represented using a times sine of bx plus c, where a stands for amplitude. Say suppose this is the graph and this height here from the base to the crest and from the base to the trough is called as amplitude, and it is represented by a. And here the b value, the coefficient of x is the b, and so the period is calculated using the formula of 2 pi by b. So now let's try to uh, resemble this function in the form of standard function. So for f of x equal to a times sine of bx plus c. So I'm rewriting my given function here. F of x is equal to 2 times sine of x. So as you all can see, in the place of a I have the value as 2. Hence the amplitude is 2, and for b the coefficient of x here. So for the value of b I have 1, and the formula for finding the period of the graph is 2 pi by b, which is 2 pi by 1, which is 2 pi. So the period is nothing but, say suppose this is a wave and this is crest and trough. So the distance between a crest and a trough is represented as a period. So this length is 2 pi for the given graph of y equal to 2 sine x. So taking that into consideration, let's now draw the graph here. So let's take the base here, the coordinate system here. So say suppose this is y-axis and this is x-axis, and as amplitude is 2, I'm going to mark the y value as 2, and this is the origin here, and this is the negative x-axis, and this is positive x-axis. So as you all can see that the period that we got here is 2 pi. So I'm going to mark 2 pi here, okay, and I'm going to make it into 4 parts, where this is pi by 2, this is pi, this is 3 pi by 2, and on the negative x-axis it is minus pi by 2, minus pi, minus 3 pi by 2, and minus 2 pi. Okay, so now I'm going to graph the function here. So let's find the values here. Say suppose for the value of x equal to 0, the function is y equal to 2 into sine x. So let's observe the values. For x equal to 0, in this function 2 times sine 0, which is nothing but sine 0 is 0, so it will be 0. And for x equal to pi by 2, y is equal to 2 times sine of pi by 2, which is sine pi by 2 is 90 degrees, so which is 1, so the answer will be 2. And for x equal to 3 pi is 180 degrees, so y is equal to 2 into sine pi, which is 2 into 0, which is 0. And for x equal to 3 pi by 2, y is equal to 2 times sine of 3 pi by 2, which is nothing but 2 times of sine of 3 pi by 2 is 90 degrees, which is in third quadrant. So it can be written as sine of 180 plus theta, which is 90. Okay, so which is nothing but 2 times sine of 180 plus theta is minus sine theta, which is minus sine of 90, which is 2 times minus 1, which is minus 2. Okay, and let's find the values for y equal to 2 pi. For y equal to 2 pi, x equal to 2 pi, y equal to 2 times sine of 2 pi. Sine 2 pi is nothing but it is 360 degrees, and it will be 0. So 2 times 0 is nothing but 0. So in this way we found out the values for positive x-axis. So for x equal to 0, I got the value as y equal to 0. I'm marking that value. And for x equal to pi by 2, you all can see that I got the value as 2. So here I'm going to mark for pi by 2, I'm going to mark the value as 2. And for x equal to pi, I got the value as 0. So I'm marking the value as 0 here. And for x equal to 3 pi by 2, here I got the value as minus 2. So let me mark the negative y-axis, which is minus 2. And for 3 pi by 2, I am marking it. And for x equal to 2 pi, I got it as 0. Similarly, when you replicate the same thing towards the negative x-axis, I'm going to get the values as for 0, it is 0. And for minus pi by 2, I'm going to get the value at minus 2. And for pi, I'm going to get it at 0. And for minus 3 pi by 2, I'm going to get the value at top here. And for 2 pi, bottom. Now I'm going to join all of these points here. So joining all the points all the way till 2 pi. So here is the graph. And I just wanted to show you how I got the value for sine of minus pi by 2 as minus 2 and sine of minus 3 pi by 2. Okay, let's take the example for that. X equal to minus pi by 2, and my function y here is 2 times sine of x. So which is 2 times sine of minus pi by 2. As you all know that sine of minus theta is always minus sine theta. So 2 times minus sine pi by 2, which is 2 times minus 1. Sine pi by 2 is 1. So the value for y is minus 2. Hence we have marked for minus pi by 2, I have marked it at minus 2. Okay. And for x equal to minus 3 pi by 2, let's solve for that. So for x equal to minus 3 pi by 2, I have y equal to 2 times sine x, so which is 2 times sine of minus 3 pi by 2. And as you all know that 2 times sine of minus theta is minus sine theta, so minus and sine 3 pi by 2, so which is 2, and here is minus, and sine 3 pi by 2 is nothing but minus 1. So hence 2 times minus is plus, 2 times 1, which is 2. So in this way we got the value for x equal to minus 3 pi by 2, we got the value as 2. So I have graphed like that. So this is how you solve it, and this is a total glimpse of my solution here. So this is how we solved it, and here is the graph for that function. And hope you all like my video, and please subscribe to 80 Math Academy, and thank you for taking time to watch my video, and enjoy.